Hello YouTube, I would like to introduce you to my free $30,000 bumper.
I've been waiting for
The reason this is free is I didn't pay for it. It doesn't belong to me. This actually belongs to a very kind individual who has lent this to me in order to help the Maserati community. He reached out to me some time ago after finding me through my videos and the Maserati Life forums, and after there was some talk about trying to get one of these bumpers copied, he mentioned that he had a spare. This bumper was involved in a small accident in a car park some years ago, and it was replaced as an insurance item. I've actually seen the receipt for this, and it was $30,000 at the time. But this front splitter is no longer available. So he's decided to help me and the entire community by making this splitter available to be copied. This is not being around anymore, so for the guys who own the MCVs, having a source of these, because they are quite low and they do tend to get damaged, would be helpful to them. And it looks quite nice, so myself and many others would just like to have that style of splitter on their vehicle. I now have this all ready to go, and I have to separate this off, which is what today's video will be. I have not been very active with making videos for a little while, as many of you would know. That's because you may have noticed that this is not where I filmed previously. This is my own workroom. I've moved house and had to do a lot of overtime at work, so this is really the first chance I've had to get into my hobby for a little while. So I'll separate this bumper and show you what's going on. So the reason this bumper needs to be separated in my workroom, and this is going to be a common problem with a lot of these cars, is that the fittings have actually rusted through so severely that they stripped when I tried to undo them. They're just Torx bits for most of them, and there are a couple of pop rivets which are easily drilled out, but the rust in here has gotten not good, as was my car when I was originally fixing it up. So I will need to cut out those bolts. I'm going to start by trying to just cut them as a flathead fitting with a Dremel, and then using a flathead screwdriver to undo it. If that doesn't work, then I will just cut the heads off completely and use some vice grips and pliers and just kind of work it out. But once I get this separated, I will be sending this bumper off to get copied, and then I'll be able to finally honor my word on the forums from well over a year ago that I will be getting these made.
I've been waiting for you.
Well, there it is. Back in the mid-2000s, that's what the Fiat Group thought was a $30,000 part, and a little bit of blue weave in some carbon Kevlar for 30 grand. So obviously when I copy these, I should be selling these for 30 grand a pop each. I'm sure they will fly off the shelves at that rate. Well, I will copy these and I will make these available to everyone, so let me know down below what you think a part like this is worth to you. And hopefully the next video on this splitter will be me fitting it to my car. And if you want to get one of these for your car, particularly if you're in the UK, you may need to get an angle grinder out to separate your splitter from your bumper, as I just had to. And if you do go down that path, make sure you replace all of your fasteners with stainless steel bits.